Hi guys, welcome back to Canuck Game Reviews. Today we are going to be ranking each and every single plant from Plants vs. Zombies, the 2009 version. And we're going to be determining if they are edible, inedible, harmful, or whatever, right? First things first, we gotta start with the first one you're introduced with, the pea shooter. The pea shooter, it has eyes, right? Eyes would be no fun to eat. Like, I've never eaten like goat eyes or anything like that, but I think, yeah, you could eat a pea shooter, right? They shoot peas. Peas are edible, of course. I don't see the problem with eating that. Then we got sunflowers. Now, sunflowers, I gotta be real here. I'm pretty sure people eat them, but like weirdos. So I'm gonna put them in the inedible tier list, or the inedible tier. Then we got the cherry bombs. The cherry bombs, unless you want to blow up, then I'm gonna say no. Those are pretty harmful. After that, we got the walnut. Walnuts are absolutely disgusting. If you've ever had one, they're technically edible, right? But like you have to crack them open, and it's like incredibly dry. They suck all the water out from your mouth, so they're going in the inedible tier. I don't care. Walnuts are gross. Same thing for tall nuts. They're just bigger. I don't know why that would make them better. It doesn't. So they go there. Another explosive one is a potato mine. Yeah, that's good for like 20 seconds before it blows up. It would be delicious. Potatoes are edible, right? Absolutely delicious, even, right? But then it blows up, and that's no fun. So I'm gonna say harmful. And it's a similar story for this chili pepper here. If you're going to eat a chili pepper with that face on it, that's excellent marketing right there. Put that on your hot sauce bottle. Excellent marketing right there. That face is going to sell to millions. I'll tell you that. But you don't want your entire intestines being lit up. So I'm going to say that's a terrible idea to ever eat those guys, right? Yeah. Anyways, we got the snow pea. Now, this doesn't freeze you, but it does slow you down, right? So I would barely put it into the edible tier, right? um, it would be edible. Like, I've eaten frozen peas before. That's not really slowed me down. So yeah, that's where they're going. Let's mix it up and put a different one in here. Say the cactus. The cactus, you can actually eat cacti, right? You can either eat the entire thing or prickly pears. I've had prickly pear jam before. Very good. Um, I think it was from Morocco. I don't know. Delicious. Anyways, the cactus itself, yeah, you can absolutely eat it. Now, the problem is, this thing is sentient, and it will shoot pricks at you, which is harmful. But at the same time, he only faces one way. He can't turn his head. So I'm going to say that's edible. Completely edible. Um, and you know what? Delicious, too. Prickly pears are good. Next up, we got the repeater. This is just an angry pea shooter. Um, Fires two peas at the same time. Or, well, close to the same time. Yeah, he's just as edible as this guy. So, there you go. Chomper, I don't know if you've ever watched Little Shop of Horrors, but, um, maybe you're lucky and you didn't have a sister who would watch it, a couple hundred times every year. Lucky. Anyways, you're sick in the head if you're actually considering putting this thing in your mouth, considering you can fit inside of it. So, absolutely not. You're crazy. Then we got this mushroom here. Now, mushrooms you should be careful with. This thing shoots purple spores. I'm gonna say that's a no. That's gonna be a no. Same with all the mushrooms that shoot purple spores, the scaredy shroom and the big puff shroom and the octagonal puff shroom. All these guys, right? They are not to be eaten, right? And there's a sea shroom here. He uh he shoots spores that are like greenish, bluish. I would not want to go anywhere near these things. They look like they would infect me, especially this big octagonal direction one here. Would definitely infect me with some sort of disease. Then we got the sun shroom. Um, Same idea there. You shouldn't eat strange mushrooms you find on the ground. But there is one mushroom that might be fun. Who here has tried LSD? I'm kidding. But I think this hypno shroom here could be good. I'm just saying. If I saw that, right, um, I definitely wouldn't eat it because I'm not stupid. But like, it would be fun experience. Why am I trying to promote drugs? Anyways, it would definitely be like a drug. Those intoxicating mushrooms that are sold on the streets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are hypno shrooms, guys. Stay away from these guys. But some people find them fun, so I don't know. Then we got the grave destroyer or whatever it's called. Eats up graves. Yeah, if you can plow through rock in like 5 seconds, I'm not eating you. You turned a tombstone into a gastrolith. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But yeah, I'm not eating that. It would destroy me from the inside out. Um anyways, um next up we got another mushroom, the magnet shroom. This is a good way to be magnetized. If you want to attract cars, right? Do a little bit of GTA, right? Good way to steal things. Hint, hint. Yeah, I would definitely not eat something like this. Harmful tier for sure. Then we got the three peter, I think it's called, or three peas in a pod. I don't know. Who cares? Just as edible, right? You just got to make sure these guys, like, they look like they have necks that could like swivel, right? So just don't get shot by them. But I feel like they would be edible for sure. Then we got this frozen shroom, freeze shroom. I don't know. Yeah, that would freeze you for a few seconds. I've had brain freeze, no big deal. So I'll put him in edible. But wait, he's a mushroom. You shouldn't eat random mushrooms you find on the ground. That's wrong. So harmful for sure. Then we got the doom shroom. This goes without saying. Obviously harmful. Don't eat that. Are you crazy? Next up, we got the lantern shroom, I think it's called. You're nuts if you will willingly put fire inside of your body to consume. You're not a fire swallower or whatever. You don't take the fire out, you just consume it. Right? I assume there's some sort of fire in here. Yeah, harmful for sure. Wouldn't want to eat that. Let's get a very obvious few out of the way. Spikeweed. Now, believe it or not, believe it or not, believe it or not, there we go. You actually can eat dandelions, I think. I mean, I wouldn't anymore, but historically, right, you could put them in salads. Um, this is not a promotion to eat dandelions because I don't know what kind of chemicals or people are putting on there, how they've evolved because of that. Ah, it's not good to eat it anyway. Um, Now with this one in particular, it has like these big thistles, right? Um, Definitely wouldn't eat that. But I feel like if you prepared it in the right way, like you look at this cactus here, right? Um, you know, the cactus, right? You can chop it up and just not eat the thorns, the pricks. You just don't eat those, right? So I think edible. Yeah, you could do that for sure. Put it in a salad, chop it up. However, there's a spikeweed who's entered his metal phase. He's listening to too much Iron Maiden. So, yeah, definitely not edible. Well, you could melt that down for sure. Um, get a few bucks for that. Then we got the lily pad. Um, now lily pads in fiction they're more portrayed as like this one like really solid plant. They're not at all. You can see videos of like a woman like trying to like jump on a lily pad and then it just like falls apart because they're like very delicate. Um, they're not solid whatsoever. I don't think you can eat them. And also, why would you? If you've seen a lily pad in real life, they grow in like yucky sloughs that like nobody would really want to eat from. If that's the kind of water they're sucking up, like imagine how bad that would taste regardless. Um, let's get an obvious one out of the way. This fire stump, I think it's called. Harmful, without a doubt, harmful. Definitely wouldn't want to eat that. And it's wood anyway, which is not really something you eat. Um, then we got the squash. Squash, yeah, you can absolutely eat that. It's not delicious by any means, but yeah, you can eat it for sure. Um, you just gotta kind of sneak up on it though. Get it from behind, knock it out, and then slice it up with a knife because it will squash you. Just watch out for that. Um, so incredibly dangerous, but edible for sure. Then we got this flower pot. This is not even a plant. You can't convince me that it is. Some people will claim to see a face. I don't care. That's just not edible. You don't eat like clay or whatever was used to make this flower pot. You don't eat that. Ew. Anyways, then next up we got tangle kelp. Tangle kelp. Um, you know, it would be nice if you could get like some sort of stick to kind of like grab it and like pry it out of the water. But if you don't do that, it's gonna be like that one scene from Harry Potter. And yeah, that's no good for you. So you're gonna get dragged down. So like it has red eyes. Like that's not good. Um I feel like it's one of those things that like you definitely wouldn't want to eat. But yeah, edible. Kelp, edible for sure. Next up we got the blover. Now blovers, they blow and then they go. That's how that works. I know a few people like that. I'm kidding. um, yeah, these guys. I mean, if you could catch them, maybe you could eat them. I think there's such thing as a clover salad, but either way, I'm not eating that. No, forget it. Now we got the Siamese pea shooter, where it's Siamese twins. I don't know what it's actually called. Um, but anyways, uh, yeah, these guys. I guess you could eat them. Just like you gotta move at an angle perpendicular to them in order to sneak up on them and get them with like a big machete or something. Yeah. Anyways, starfruit. Yeah, I've had starfruit. It's pretty good. I don't know what else there is to say. Um, it's another one of those ones that's like this guy right here, where you have to just go with the right angle to butcher it, right? Otherwise, it'll butcher you. Then we got Le Citrouille, the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, whatever you want to call it. Already carved out. So no pumpkin seeds, I would assume. That's kind of the part you would eat. But pumpkin guts for sure. You can eat those. They're not particularly appetizing, but sure, if you want. Next up we got the cabbage pult. I don't know if you've had cabbage rolls before, but they're good. Cabbage rolls are so good. So absolutely delicious. If you're too lazy to make cabbage rolls, you can just make poor man's cabbage rolls, which are like, just like big stews of cabbage roll. So good, so good. Rice, whatever else is in there. I don't know. It's delicious. I definitely recommend it. Um, Kernel pult. Now I don't know where you're producing butter from. You're not an animal. You're a plant. So there's no reason you should be having a stock of butter. This is another one that you could absolutely eat, right? And since it comes with butter, right, just put that butter on the cob right there, and automatically you have yourself a meal. Oh yeah, delicious. Coffee bean, yeah, harmful. If you drink coffee, what's wrong with you? Like, honestly, coffee tastes so bad. You can't convince me it doesn't. The people who drink coffee just like drank it enough to the point where they're immune to the taste. It's terrible. It tastes terrible. If you want caffeine, if you want energy for the day, like literally anything is better than that, including a good night's sleep. So maybe get off your phone and go to bed at a good time. There's a good idea. Anyways, garlic, absolutely. Garlic, the zombies don't like it. They don't. But that's because they're picky eaters, right? Garlic is delicious, right? You can put it in so many sorts of dishes. It's really good. Then we got this umbrella leaf or whatever it's called. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this is. I'm going to assume it's not edible, cause why would it be? But at the same time, like you gotta try new things, right? So yeah, it'd be funny if this was actually like based off of a highly poisonous plant or something like that. That that would be funny. Anyways, let's get a few out of the way. The twin sunflower, same level of edibility as the regular sunflower. Just because there are two heads doesn't mean it's any different. Um, Next up we got the excuse me, the corn cannon. I don't know what this is. It looks good. I would eat that. Plus, it's mobile, right? So you can just wheel it on into your house. And wheels are made of slices of corn cob. So if you're okay with a little bit of grass in between your teeth when you eat, yeah, sure. Eat this. It's a charcuterie board already. Yeah, looks good. I would eat that. Then we got the golden magnet. Imagine pooping that out. That would not be fun. Let me tell you, that's not fun. Not that I would know, but it just like would probably feel horrible. Now we got the Gatling P. This guy means business, right? Not a scratch on that helmet though. Just saying. Doesn't look like he's ever seen war. But anyways, yeah, he has metal all in his mouth right there. You wouldn't want to be chomping down on that. That would hurt. right? And plus, pooping that out, the other side of the digestive system would also disagree. So, yeah, that's gonna be a no. Then we got the marigold. Marigold um produces metallic coins. Now, some people might say, okay, well, now that's incredibly dangerous, but you know what I think? I think they're inedible. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about them. Then we got the melon pult, right? The melons. These are good. Absolutely delicious. Just make sure you don't get bonked on the head by that. Like you could get concussed. I know one guy who was he was like an internet sensation or whatever. He was slicing fruit, right? And I think he went to slice a watermelon, right? That was like flying at him, and he tried to slice it with a sword. I don't know what really he was thinking, because even if he sliced the watermelon was still gonna come like shoot towards his face, and that's heavy, so not really much of a thought process there. But anyways, yeah, sword went towards him. He may have died. Anyways, don't be like him. Yeah, don't slice fruits being thrown at you with a sword or with anything. Then next up we got the winter melon. I'm pretty sure that's a real fruit. Edible. I don't know if it would be delicious because like you'd be constantly frozen all the time. But yeah, you could eat that. And then finally the cattail. What sicko would want to eat a cat-shaped item? Like a cat-shaped plant? Who would do that? How hungry do you have to be to eat a cat? That's horrible. It really is. So I'm gonna put this in the um harmful tier, because if you eat it, right, it's not gonna hurt you, but I will. Alright? So that's how the tier list shakes out. That's what's gonna happen if you eat every single one of these. It only turned out that 18 of the plants were actually edible. 20 if you include walnuts and you're like 60 years old. Um, but yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed the tier list, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't enjoy the tier list and you think I'm wrong, hit that subscribe button, because you need better opinions and I can give them to you. So that's all from Canuck Game Reviews. I'll see you next time.